It's late. It's been a long day. I got my good friends, Chris with me, Dane with me,
What's up?
cousin Declan with me.
Oh,
How are you gentlemen
Hello.
doing today? Declan, this is
I'm
probably
doing
the
great.
first ever Rumble you've watched in particular. Two Rumbles,
Yeah,
actually, the women's and the men. What was your thoughts?
it was pretty dope.
Yeah. What did you love the most and what did you hate the most about it?
I loved the fighting, and I hated that, what's her name? Freaking Charlotte Flair didn't win.
Really? You
That's
might be one of the very
that's
few people who wanted
controversial.
her to win. That's a controversial opinion.
Charlotte Flair didn't win, and that pissed off Beck.
See, I guess that's proof that the casuals have a different opinion than the
True.
regulars.
Yeah. Because the regulars would be like,
I'm glad we
ooh,
got an adequate bit of the MVP of tonight's show, obviously. And by MVP, you obviously know I mean Reginald.
Reginald, yes. Sasha
He loves
Banks'
that guy now.
friend.
Or no,
Or
It's not Sasha
Carmella.
Banks,
man,
Carmella.
or sorry,
She beat up.
Carmella.
He
It's
beat up. He beat
Carmella's
up Sasha.
manservant, but he got beat up by Sasha. So
And
Yeah.
still got tossed.
yeah,
Oh man.
I guess we'll just take it bit by
Should we
bit,
take it from the
honestly.
top?
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's go back to the beginning of let's get the pre-show first.
Let's just go
Pre-show.
here. So, Chris, I'll let you take the wheel here as I'm playing some TW in the background for the people. When it came to the pre-show, because I know you were like glued for it
Okay,
for that
so
one.
the
I kind of just
show
here and there on
obviously
that
had
one.
its adequate amount of talking. Outside of the talking on the pre-show, we had a women's tag title match that saw obviously our champions Charlotte and Asuka take on the team of Nia Jackson, Shayna Baszler.
That's your girl.
Yeah, Nia, my girl Nia.
Yeah.
She's back in gold because we saw interference from Ric Flair and Lacey Evans, including Lacey Evans using the brass knuckles to crack Charlotte in the skull,
She put it back in her little outfit.
tossed it back right in her outfit, a la William Regal.
It's Ric Flair's fault, though. You know, he screwed her over. His own daughter.
Yeah, Ric Flair obviously likes Lacey Evans more than his daughter.
Yeah, he likes blondes, but not his daughter. He's not into that.
He said his daughter needs to dye her hair not blonde because she's not blonde. She's not good for the blonde community.
Okay.
Is that a real quote? I,
It sounds like something Ric Flair would say.
it probably would be. I think I just overlooked that one. If it was a real thing.
Alright. So yeah, new champions, Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler.
Bedazzler. Shayna Bedazzler.
Baszler.
Yeah. I don't,
The
you
new
know.
champions. We got some new we had discussed actually who's next for obviously Shayna and Nia.
I'm saying
We had a
Bianca
couple
Belair and
ideas for
Naomi.
women. You said Bianca Naomi.
I think that'd be a good team.
But I'm gonna have to go with Billy and Jilly.
Billy and Jilly.
Billy,
We'll get there,
yes,
but
we'll
Billy
get
and
to that,
Jilly
we'll
is
get to
not.
We'll get into that in a second.
Yeah.
Start of the show. McIntyre and Goldberg actually started off, and I had bet that it was gonna be like 5 minutes, and the match was gonna be like 2 minutes. I was wrong. It was 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the dot. By the
I
way,
said it was gonna be. I said it was gonna be under 3.
yeah.
2:30. Yep.
And McIntyre was able to win, actually, which is pretty impressive
That's
there.
another thing. No, everyone had their money on Goldberg.
Yeah.
See, the thing I liked about that match though was that Drew took a lot of offense from Goldberg. So Goldberg's offense didn't like it's not like he just hit nothing. He took multiple damage. He went through the little barricade thing. I think Drew McIntyre, the showing that he's beaten Lesnar before. He's beaten Goldberg. He's gonna be up there with the big dogs. That's their guy for the future. They see big things in him. They haven't beat all these guys from the past. He says he's gonna be the guy. He's trying to be the John Cena, bro.
They even,
I gotta say
hugged and
that's the
everything
best
at the end.
Goldberg match I've seen in a long, long time.
That's saying a lot, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm not
That's
a fan
saying
of
a lot.
Goldberg at
Like,
all,
that's
but
saying a lot. Like,
it was his best match, I think, especially after these last couple ones. But
I
thank you.
didn't see any botches.
No,
No.
no.
And I like the fact that they told a different story than the whole, hey, let's see how quick we can do this. With the whole, before the match even started, they had the attacks on the fighting on the outside. They had all that stuff going on before the match.
Yeah.
I mean, Goldberg almost dropped him on his head though during the jackhammer.
Yeah, well, he almost, but he
Well, I
did.
saw he like landed a little weird on his feet.
He landed funny, but I don't know if that was because Drew is like a
Tall.
big guy. I don't know
Well,
if he
yeah,
should have been.
Drew's also like a very, very tall.
I don't know if he
Drew's
should have been
like
taking a jackhammer, to be honest, but it worked out. It was fine.
They got there. They got there. Of
Okay,
course,
but anyway, we got Drew McIntyre retains.
we got Sasha and Carmella for the WWE
Oh
SmackDown
man,
Women's
kill
title.
me, fucking
Reginald-
kill me.
We didn't see a Raw Women's title match, of course, because Asuka is the champ.
Tag team.
But and they were on the pre-show. But we did see SmackDown's Women's title, Carmella with Reginald Thomas, Reggie T, as I call him. Sasha tapped her out. Pretty good match. And we'll discuss
hold on.
where it's going forward now.
Hold on. Why did
once we get to
Reggie
the
get
Rumble match, of
thrown
course.
like out? Why did the ref say, "Reggie, it's your fault that you're getting beat
Yeah,
up"?
so he got thrown out, but yet I thought he would have.
I want justice for Reggie.
Yeah, I thought he would have
didn't
came
do
back
nothing.
later. Honestly,
Yeah, I thought that
never
should
happened.
have played into the end of the match.
yeah. Oddly enough, it did not.
strange. I don't know if I've ever seen a manager just get beaten up and then them being like, "Yo, manager, why are you getting beaten up? You're out of here.
Get out of here.
It's your fault." But Sasha, fucking, I can't wrestle Banks.
Yeah.
She won.
Banks wins another match that no one wanted to see her win.
Yeah. I wish
But-
I took the piss break, but Reggie kind of saved the match for me. So.
But it looks like
Exactly,
Sasha will be
that's
going on
pretty
to take on Bianca as we kind of transition into the Rumble match for the women's. I'll let Declan. What did you think? If you're even there still, Declan, you there?
I'm here.
What did you think of the women's match? Your first ever Rumble match, which was the women's one, and like I said, Chris hit the nail in the coffin. This
Just pretty
is
wild.
probably one of
Wow.
the best women's Rumbles matches out. They only had what, 3? You said, Dane.
I think this was the fourth one,
This
right?
was the fourth
Fourth one.
Yeah.
I really liked
Fourth
it.
one.
I thought they did a great job with it. Jillian Hall was a great little surprise there.
Yeah.
Tori Wilson,
Victoria.
Victoria, yeah. Nobody else really too.
Alicia Fox.
Alicia Fox, Foxy baby. Yeah, she.
We had Rhea Ripley.
Ember Moon came back.
Dakota Kai.
A lot of
Shotzi
NXT,
Blackheart
yeah.
Came out the tank and shot
Shotzi.
Billy Kay.
Yeah.
Ryan in the chat said, really loved the Royal matches this year. Same. Yeah, I love Shotzi Blackheart coming out in the tank. I was geeking out when I saw that, honestly. I did not know how to react. I was just...
Dude,
Like,
I was geeking out when she shot Billy Kay with the tank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It felt
She didn't
weird
wanna
I
having,
didn't know it was loaded.
Putting
with,
more show up
Billy
later. But
But Billy Kay found a partner in the next person. No,
Billy and Jilly.
right before there was Tony Storm. Then the next person after that, it was Jillian Hall. Billy and Jilly
I know.
formed.
Billy and
His-
Billy. I want to see Jillian Hall back on the
I
main
do,
roster for at least
yes.
a tag run with that.
That
Billy
would
and
be
Jilly,
perfect.
dude.
They don't have a bunch of women's tag teams anyways, and it gives Billy Kay something to do. You
Dude,
know, maybe they can sing
absolutely
together.
Enjoyed that interaction. Billy Kay has gotten more entertaining as this whole thing of her trying to find a new partner has gone on. She's gotten more entertaining every week. They finally found her a shtick that she can do, which is comedy.
Yeah.
She's a very funny person.
I agree.
I think this
And
is
I
like
think that,
this
that,
could
that
be
they,
good for her.
they need to continue to utilize that because this is some of the best I think R-Truth is miles and miles ahead of every wrestler as it pertains to comedic, but I feel like this is heading in that direction.
Oh yeah, during this match, R-Truth lost the belt to Alicia Fox,
7 times Alicia Fox.
and
then
won it
won
back. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then would lose it lose it later in the night to
That's after the Rumble.
Yeah, I was gonna
But
say
yeah.
later in the night. It's
Peter
who's-
Robinson
Peter-
or
Peter
Rosenberg.
Rosenberg. I don't know,
Rosenberg.
something like that. Pete Rosenberg. But
Pete Rosenberg.
that was
Yeah,
just a
whatever his
side thing
fucking
going
name is.
on. Yeah, Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley for final two. Definitely big sad that Charlotte got eliminated. But
Yeah.
I was guessing it was kind
I
of come down
mean,
to Rhea Ripley or Bianca Belair.
Shayna
Who's
and
really good.
Jax teamed up for a
Hey, sorry.
while, and they were eliminating a crap ton of women. They got
Oh,
Naomi out of there. They got Tamina out there, Ember Moon, Lacey out. Like they just went on.
Oh,
like
they were
a
rolling through it. I
spree.
thought
Yeah.
those two were going to be the final two in the match.
Yeah, and then Lana, like I think eliminated Nia Jax, right?
Let me see.
I could be wrong.
Nia Jax eliminated by Lana. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lana with the surprise elimination.
Shayna Baszler, of course, had 6 eliminations. Bianca Belair had 4. Nia Jax had 4. So yeah. Rhea Ripley actually had 7 eliminations.
Bro, I
Damn.
thought she was gonna win.
I thought
At the end.
I thought
Right,
it-
right.
I
She
thought it
ran
might have-
through people. Like
yeah.
that was one of the
Yeah.
more impressive Rumble performances I've ever seen.
I'm kind of like surprised they let Naomi stay in for so long too. Like that was kind of interesting.
So I think even though Rhea Ripley lost, like maybe she could face Asuka. I don't know, because Charlotte's gonna be busy with
Lacey.
Lacey Evans. Nia and Shayna would probably do their thing.
I was gonna
with
say at this point,
whoever.
I think at this point you have to
So.
call Rhea up.
Yeah, I mean, it hurts NXT's women's division, but it's amazing.
It hurts
so.
the women's division, but what's next for her? Honestly, she's
Yeah.
miles ahead of everybody in that women's division, really.
Yeah.
So at this point, you like the next thing, the next obvious step is okay. Now you're going to the main roster.
Yeah.
So
So,
it's Bianca
that-
Belair.
We could see her maybe tomorrow challenge Asuka, or at least make it known that she wants to face Asuka.
It's Bianca Belair going against Sasha, I'm guessing, in Mania. So, unless Sasha loses to Bailey and
Don't
it's
you
Bailey
get-
and Bianca, I don't know.
I always
You know
thought
what I
the
mean?
idea was that you could pick. Do you
I
not
don't
get
think
to
she'll-
pick anyone?
Well,
Yeah, you
she's
can
on
pick.
SmackDown.
She could even technically pick NXT because last year Charlotte picked NXT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, who's
I don't-
NXT Women's Champ?
I don't think she's going down it.
I don't think that'd
Fight
be a
NXT
smart.
Women's Champ. I don't even know who the. I think it's Io Shirai, maybe.
I don't
Yeah, I
know. That'd be
think
a
it's
smart
Io still.
decision for her. I think go after Sasha. That'd be the best one. So
I was gonna say I completely brain farted on who was the women's champ down there.
yeah. Coming event: Roman Reigns
Yeah,
with
Io
Paul
Shirai,
Heyman
you're
coming
right.
in later. Take on Kevin Owens in a last man standing match. I feel like I haven't seen one of those in a long time. That match went
This thing
all
went
over
all
the
over the
place.
place.
It was great,
I
phenomenal.
loved it.
We saw a person get hit by a golf cart. I had PTSD from that. Side story: when I was younger, I was like a little bit younger than Declan. I had fallen off a golf cart and nearly died. So hey,
You need to live your
thanks for
hold on. You
bringing
need to relive it so that
I have
Also,
to
we have to
relive my near-death experience.
Right.
Okay.
face your fear. Face
Face
your
your
fear. We'll
fear.
hit you. We'll hit you with a golf cart. I mean,
Yes, I
no.
will.
I'll drive.
I'll let Declan and Bolton drive, and maybe my older brother.
I'll drive because Bolton will be a little too reckless.
No, that's how I end up. Like that's the ending right there. That's the final part. The
What? It's just
conclusion.
the end of the story. Your chapter just just wraps
Yeah.
up.
Yep, my
With
chapter
Kevin-
wraps
we
up
had
with
Kevin Owens,
the finale of the golf cart
Kevin
revenge
Owens
part
figured
2.
out. You figured out you can't touch the lights while they're on. It's kind of hot. It burns. your
Yeah,
hand.
he got burned by the lights.
Yeah, Roman Reigns straight up killed a referee because he couldn't
He had a
break
Thanos
handcuffs.
glove.
He has
A
Thanos
lot
glove,
of
you're right.
tables. A lot of
A
tables.
lot of
happened.
tables, forklifts.
A big swanton bomb off the.
Shout out to Jeff Hardy
Through the
out there
table.
somewheres.
Jeff Hardy's looking.
He was in the Rumble tonight.
Yeah.
He's looking down,
For a
smiling.
second.
Not because he's dead, because he's high as fuck.
Because he's high.
Yeah, he's out there smiling, up there in the clouds.
I guarantee he's somewhere smiling right now, and I'm guessing he's hanging out with Matt Riddle.
Him and Matt Riddle, yeah.
Right now, after the show, they're celebrating.
calls up Riddle. Riddle's like, dude, I'm right next to you. You don't have to call me, man. He's like, oh shit.
He's like, dude, you see that Swanton bomb?
Oh shit. This was a really, really good match. Honestly, it was something different. Obviously, when you see it, when you see two guys face each other so many times, because it's a long running feud.
Yeah.
You got to kind of mix things up and do different things. And I like the way that they also told some very different stories here. We obviously, as you had mentioned, Roman Reigns took out the referee while he was being counted out, where he was handcuffed to the ground.
Yeah, he couldn't get out. He had to get his
Blame
He
it.
had to stop. The referee would have counted him out if he didn't pull the referee and knock him out.
Yeah.
What's next for Roman, honestly, though, after this match?
Yeah, he retained.
Roman remains the head of the table.
You thought it was going to be Rock out here in the Rumble winning, taking on Roman. You
Yeah,
could still have that, but
I was so disappointed that The Rock isn't going to fight
The Rock
Roman.
didn't win, but I think I can hold off the riots because I agree with the finish. I like the finish.
I like the finish too. Yep.
do you think Rock will be the finale for this story?
I don't know. I don't know where it's gonna go if it doesn't go to Rock at that point. Like,
Yeah.
At this point, like Rollins obviously didn't come back. Rollins could have had a chance to come back as a heel or a face,
Yeah.
but he came back as a heel. So he's not gonna go after Roman.
No,
the Kevin
I mean
story's
honestly,
done, so
honestly, he could team up with Roman again if he wanted to.
I just don't know who's really. And we have another pay-per-view in between Mania, so
So should we get to the main event?
we're on the main event now, my friends. The 30-man Royal Rumble match for a World Championship match
knew
at
because,
WrestleMania 37.
They had already previously announced the first two people, which were Edge at number 1, Orton at number 2.
Yep.
Yeah, and number 3 was Sami Zayn.
They had like a match in the middle, by the way. Not in the middle, but like for the first part.
Beginning,
Yeah, it was just Edge
even
and
later
Orton
on
having a
as more
wrestling
people
match.
came. They were like
It was
fighting.
just
on the
them
outside.
two fighting each other.
Yeah.
It was pretty great.
Yep.
Orton like took 10 years cause walking up the ramp with the help of everybody because he's injured, and then he came back down later. So, but we'll get to that.
And then we saw the people that aren't really big bodied, like
Mustafa Ali,
you know, like little Sami
Hardy.
Zayn and
Yeah.
Mustafa Ali, Jeff
Mustafa,
Hardy.
Ziggles,
We had Dolph Ziggler, Ziggles.
Carlito came
We had a
back.
couple surprises in here.
That was crazy.
Yeah,
he didn't get to spit the
Carlito.
apple, but it's probably not a good time to be spitting, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's.
So that's probably why they didn't do the spit angle.
I think it's
Vince
because
like,
the
dude, I
apple
don't want you to
flipped.
I don't want you to give anyone Corona. He's like, damn.
He's like, I spit in the face of people who don't want to be
someone's
cool.
gonna win the Rumble.
Yeah, right? The final elimination of everybody.
All right. Anyway, we had Xavier Woods, Big E. Big
No
E
Kofi?
eliminated-
Kofi wasn't in
No,
this
no,
thing.
Is he
Kofi
hurt?
was not.
Kofi was not in
I
this
think
thing.
he is. I think he was injured recently. I could be
I
wrong.
don't know.
I hope I'm wrong, but I think he was injured. recently.
In terms of NXT people, we had was Damian Priest, and he did phenomenal, honestly.
Damian
yeah.
Priest had a really good night tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, he got
Yeah,
about
he
4
eliminated
eliminations.
Kane, bro. You got Kane out.
Yeah.
Dom doesn't get the hype on him. I really
No,
like
I'm not too crazy about him.
someone who didn't see a ton of him as Punishment Martinez, but I really like Damian Priest as a character.
We got a little more with the Bad Bunny, Miz and Morrison.
Oh yeah, so
we-
so during the show we had like a rap concert and Bad Bunny. I don't know.
Booker T didn't come
I was
out.
trying to forget about the rap concert. Honestly, guys.
Booker T didn't come out.
I'm not
You're the
I'm not
Rumble.
with the times apparently. Declan, can you fill us in? Who's Bad Bunny?
I don't like him. He's just like
He's
just a rapper.
yeah, he's just a like Spanish popular in like all those like Spanish.
So
speaking-
he has a song called Booker T about Booker T.
Yeah.
So Booker T as
About
GI Bro.
Booker T.
Yeah, Booker T as GI Bro came out and he just stood there while this guy wrapped around him dancing. I think trying to purposely make Booker T laugh. But Booker T straight faced the entire time as this dude is rapping or singing, I don't know, in Spanish. the entire time. I don't know what
I
the
think he's
heck was going
rapping.
on. I'm gonna be honest, but
But
You jumping around too.
what
But then the
escalated?
Miz and Morrison wanted to recruit him. They said, "We'll make you're an international Grammy-winning star. We'll write some lyrics for you, baby, and make you a wrestling guy. But you got to be around us, because I got the money in the bank." And he said, "No, I'm good."
Then they insulted Booker T, which has no payoff because Booker T never showed up in the Rumble. But the big payoff was that
Bad.
they went and destroyed his laptop DJ booth or something, and then Miz and Morrison were distracted when Bad Bunny came down. It was like, "Hey, bro,
They both
Why'd
got
you do that?
eliminated by Damian Priest.
Yeah, Damian
and then
Priest knocked
Bad
him
Bunny is like, "I'm gonna jump on you."
he does the
because
celebrity thing."
Snoop Dogg did it.
Yeah, he does the celebrity thing. He gets to the top rope and he dives, and that's it. And so he did it. He did it.
I
What would
guess
you
it
rate
was
the
okay.
splash on a scale of
Out of 10,
on the what is his name? The guy from Austin Powers who is the Dr. Evil's son, Scotty.
Scotty.
Scotty?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
oh man, I looked up Austin
Scotty
Powers.
Evil.
No,
Not
but
evil?
the guy who plays him,
Seth Green.
Seth Green.
yeah.
So what would you rate the dive on a scale of Seth Green to Snoop Dogg, or in reverse, I guess?
It was better than
Lord.
Snoop Dogg, but it wasn't as good as Seth Green.
I can't remember if
Yeah,
Seth Green
yeah.
was that great, honestly. What about
I mean,
No, Seth Green's was really good.
the Green Arrow guy
Celebrity-
or Arrow dude?
the Arrow guy,
Didn't he
he's
have a good
really
one?
trained. He's pretty good, yeah.
Yeah,
Stephen Amell?
Steven.
Respect,
Didn't he
dude.
have a good one also? Good dive. I feel like you have to.
Yeah,
get
he had a
dive.
really good. He had probably the best one.
Yeah.
He was pretty good for a celebrity wrestler.
Mhm.
And but he wasn't here tonight, obviously. We got fucking Bobby Lashley and Big E eliminating Hurricane, who was my number to win. Apparently, Hurricane's not winning the Rumble. What's up with that?
What's up with that? What's up with that? Christian.
Multiple people to get Lashley out.
What about Christian? Can we talk about Christian?
That was a big return.
Yeah,
man.
Christian came back.
And he was
guys.
there for a while too. He was in the final 4 or 5.
Do we see him having a return like Edge, to where he's back now, or was this a one-off?
Unless he has a match with Orton, I don't know. I mean, you could really put him with anybody, I guess, too. But like, I don't know really what they'd want
I
to
was
do.
gonna say with it.
You know.
I think
Obviously, we know who won the Rumble at this point, so can we just talk about that?
Not yet.
I want to say one more thing. I want Christian to have his old theme where it's like Christian.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please.
Yes. So that's all I. New
Cesaro was there. Sheamus was there. Dominic Mysterio was there, but didn't get to be with his father.
Oh, he almost got killed, bro.
Dominic Mysterio got launched.
Yeah, he got thrown
He almost
around.
saw God, dude.
Yeah, he was messed up there.
He was almost up there with his real dad, Eddie Guerrero, after that.
His real dad.
True. All right.
See God, but he survived. so-
Strowman came back at number 30.
Yeah.
Rey
he
Mysterio got
alive.
lawn darted like circa WCW.
Yeah, there was a lot of crazy eliminations. It took a bunch of people. They're trying to get Bobby Lashley over. It took a bunch of people to get him out because, like, he just did not want to leave. He's like, dude, I'm a part of the hurt business.
He
That
did
means
not
I
wanna
hurt
leave.
people. Yeah, he still want to get out of there. But he did a good job. I think he had a good showing. Damian Priest had a good showing. Kane was there for a little bit.
Yeah, that was cool. He hugged.
Yeah, I'd
Daniel
like to
Bryan,
think that there
so-
was there's an office in Knox County that was filled with a bunch of his people who work under him that were sitting there cheering for him watching the Rumble.
I think that too. They're all excited. They're like, that's our mayor. They're like all partying out there.
They were chanting Mayor Glenn the whole time he was in the ring. That was just like in unison chant.
Mhm. So let's cut the cake.
Wait. I actually hold on. I have another question. Where were the other people of the fucking hurt business tonight?
Where's the other
That
people of
is true
Retribution
too.
also?
Only one Hurt Business entered the match tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Only one Hurt Business. We didn't get Kofi, which I'm gonna guess we're gonna chalk it up. Kofi, I guess, is hurt. I
I
don't
think
know
so.
that for.
I think so.
I don't have a full confirmation on that.
Oh, he had good gear tonight, though. Kofi
Yeah, I was
did.
gonna say. I did want to mention. That's what I was gonna mention. I was gonna say we did see Kofi backstage when. By the way, everyone, all the members of the New Day, including Biggie, who is obviously on the other brand, but he's still New Day. They all had Brody Lee inspired gear.
Yeah, that was pretty
Yeah,
cool.
Biggie's
It was really dope, especially like because it was something way different, and it didn't say anything. It was just it was him in his AEW stuff too.
was it?
Yeah, it was him in his AEW attire.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
So it was a cool little twist on it. But let's cut the
Yeah.
cake. Let's talk about Edge winning the
Edge
Rumble. Of
winning.
course, Orton came back at the very end, tried to mess it up for him. Didn't really work out.
I think there were a lot of people that thought Randy Orton was going to win because of that too.
Well, I also thought because of
Honestly,
McIntyre.
there was part of my brain that was thinking Orton's gonna come back and win this thing when he went at her.
Yeah.
That was kind of cool that they saved him for the ending, but then they oops, no, he's not winning.
That was a new ending because that was one of those things that I guarantee you everyone was already like sitting there saying, "Oh, I guarantee you all over Twitter was just like what I said and I thought in my honest head." Everyone on Twitter was probably saying, "Oh, well, Orton's winning it this year."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they turned off their TV.
Although I will say that I saw all over social media they were saying some scary ending for some scary stuff going on. There was not anything scary. So I don't understand where
I don't know where that all came from at all.
I mean, we almost saw something scary with Alexa Bliss, but she got eliminated.
Oh yeah. I don't know what was going on there with Alexa Bliss, and that was my number because I'm number 27. So. But I guess we're getting Edge and McIntyre and Mania.
Or are we gonna get Edge and Roman?
I don't think so.
I think it would work better with McIntyre, honestly, but who knows?
I think it would work better with McIntyre, but
yeah.
Would McIntyre do another feud where he's facing another guy who is a little bit older and it is also very much over? Like he's not a bad guy.
Or maybe Edge goes and puts over friggin' whoever NXT World Champion is right now. Who knows?
Yeah, Edge is gonna say I'm gonna face Finn Balor. I don't know. Let me see. NXT champion.
Yeah, it's Finn, I think.
Finn Balor.
Is he gonna go put over Finn Balor?
Finn Balor.
So Finn Balor can actually make it back on real TV.
No, I think we. Well, I mean, unless McIntyre gets screwed over and it's Orton getting the belt at the next pay-per-view, and then it's Orton and Edge at Mania. But you know, it is what it is. I guess.
By the way,
right?
they're still like this was a good like I feel like this is going to be a long road to WrestleMania as it pertains to. I feel like there's going to be a lot going on.
Yeah, January's over with though.
I feel like
so.
I feel like WWE is going to make up for the last year over these next couple months.
Yeah,
you know what? I think it's good that they had back-to-back good Rumbles, and I think that they had that back-to-back good Rumbles.
Mm-hmm.
Last year's Rumble was obviously pretty amazing, and
also,
this Rumble
was the
was
best
really good.
since last Rumble probably.
Yeah, it was a hot pay-per-view, and you know.
Mm-hmm.
I like that the matches didn't overshadow it. Maybe that's what's best for the Royal Rumble going into the future. That the matches surrounding the Royal Rumble don't overshadow it, and they're just kind of there, you know. And I mean, that Roman match is really good, but like the other matches, nobody really cared about them. But they're not the point of the show. The point of the show is who's going to win the Rumbles. That's what the fans want to see. That's why they tune into the Rumbles.
Exactly.
Like you gotta
make those two the most two important matches on the card. Like you can't have a world title match that's way more important and way more publicized than the Rumble. That's why I'm glad SmackDown obviously has had this very intertwined feud with Roman, you got Adam Pearce, Heyman, Jey Uso, Kevin Owens. They got all this stuff going on, but overall It's all about the Royal Rumble match.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that was cool that Drew opened up the show with Goldberg. You know?
Yeah, that was a good way of, because everyone knew it was going to only be a few minutes long.
Yeah.
Everyone knew Goldberg's old. Even when he was young, he really couldn't handle long matches.
Yeah.
His longest matches when he was younger was probably in the 7-minute range. So, but he's old now, so he can only handle that, and that's okay. You don't need 100 million minutes to tell a good match. I still say, for a 2.5-minute match, that was Goldberg's best match I'd seen him wrestle in a long time.
Yeah, I think I like his match with Brock at Mania, but I think that one was really good too. I think there was a solid. I also think it kind of fooled the fans. They were kind of messing with people. They knew that everyone didn't want Goldberg to beat him, so they wanted to make it seem like he was gonna to.
I just want to know what was the scary ending.
playing.
Like, fooling the fans, what was the scary ending? Everyone, like, was hyping up on this, like, last week.
That's all. That is. I still want to know.
That's
Like,
dirt sheet talk. That's dirt sheet talk. That's dirt sheet talk.
The scary ending. The ooga booga.
That's just dirt
Wait here.
sheet talk.
Let's bring up. Let me bring up Twitter and let's see what Twitter's talking about right now.
Twitter
Miguel
talk.
is in the chat, by the way. What's up, Miguel?
What's up?
Miguel, remember the last time you and I were on a recording and we spoiled the G1 Climax a couple years ago? Good times. Goldberg almost dropped him on his head with the jackhammer, Mike says. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier, how McIntyre's so tall that probably wasn't for the best with the jackhammer. It's a cool thing if he would have just planked it straight up in the air and took it, but I think it could have been dangerous too if he would have really landed on his head. But good thing he just caught himself with his feet there. I saw that on Drew. But I don't know if we'll see Goldberg at Mania, honestly. I don't know.
I mean, he's required to work a certain amount of matches a year, isn't he?
That means he'll probably be back SummerSlam, I guess.
I mean, he's gotta work something. I hope not Mania. I hope we give some more people some stuff to do at Mania. But you know, I think he could do something for SummerSlam or something else going forward. You know.
Miguel said, "I miss the old days. Now he's gonna be a dad." That was the first time he watched wrestling since the last Royal Rumble, almost a whole year. Yeah, for me it's hard to sit back and like watch wrestling here and there. I'll usually watch highlights, and even then, usually it's only like
but the Royal Rumble is the Royal Rumble. It's just like Mania, bro.
Yeah, Rumble's special. So
there's a feeling in the air, you know. It's like when you bring home your favorite cereal from the store. You're like, "Fuck yeah, my favorite cereal."
Mike said the scary ending was probably going to do with Orton and the Fiend, but with Orton going out, they probably changed it. I think,
I'm gonna go get ice cream.
Don't have too much fun.
Scary
Do you
ending.
think Orton's injury was legitimate?
No, I don't think so. No.
I think it was a gimmick. But no, the scary thing was we found out that Yokozuna's not really Japanese. And
Yeah,
they
we had
related
to explain that one to Declan.
They said it. They said it during his entrance. They said his uncle, and I said, "Wait a second, his uncle's Japanese."
Yeah, we had to explain to Declan
Reigns, the best Japanese wrestler.
that Yokozuna wasn't actually Asian. And that was a good one to explain.
Yeah.
The T-Bar is a little angry at the WWE on Twitter right now, guys.
Why? What did he?
T-Bar said, interesting that at WWE decided to give Xavier Woods and Ricochet spots in the Rumble after Mason and I defeated both of them in singles matches.
Dude, Slapjack should have been in there.
Yeah.
Where's Slapjack?
What are? I don't even know any
Justice
members.
for Slapjack.
Justice for
Yeah.
Slapjack.
Put Slapnuts in the Rumble. Slapnuts.
Slapnuts. Well,
where was Sean Stasiak? I thought he was gonna be the Rumble.
rest in peace. I don't think he was gonna make an appearance. Sean Stasiak's not dead.
He's still alive, man.
Sean Stasiak's not dead.
He's still alive. He's 50. Yeah, look it up.
Well, look at all the other Seans. We had Sean O'Hare. We had
Shawn Michaels.
Shawn
still
O'Hare
alive.
is dead, but Sean
Shawn Michaels still alive.
Yeah, Sean's still alive. The Sean Waltman, he's still here.
Sean Palumbo, Sean Awesome,
Who's Sean Palumbo? And Chuck Palumbo's still alive.
Sean the B word. We don't say.
Who?
Sean. I don't know. Doesn't make
Dude,
sense.
all the Sean's
It's too
still
late.
alive. Even Sean Cena is still alive.
Sean Cena.
Sean Cena.
He's my favorite
It's
Sean.
Cena.
It's Sean Cena. You can't see me. All right, friend of
What does everybody
Mendoza.
think about the new power couple in the WWE? Ric Flair.
Stazak is alive. He's a chiropractor. I need to go visit him. Oh my gosh, he's a chiropractor. My back.
Yeah, I want to see
my
Sean
back's getting out
Stasiak
this
in
last
Rumble.
couple days.
WWE listens to your stuff, so I know they're gonna hear this. It's gotta happen, bro.
Miguel said that
Well,
he wants to show his son the old wrestling and then show him the new product because the older product is a lot better in his mind. I think for me, what I did with my little brother was show him like some of the older stuff and then show him some of the newer stuff because I mean they can still get into
Sorry, I
newer
left the door
wrestling.
open. You probably heard
but-
like old lady shows or something out there.
No, we didn't hear anything actually.
You
Miguel
know.
said opinions on Edge winning the Rumble and that brutal match between Owens and Reigns for us. I'm not too crazy about Edge winning the Rumble. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not crazy about it personally. I love Edge. I think Edge is amazing. I just don't. I wasn't
It should
crazy
have been The
about Edge
Rock.
winning.
It should have been The Rock.
It should not have been The Rock. Even if The Rock won, I've been like, that's okay. I don't know. Maybe it's just because Edge and Roman I wouldn't care about, and Edge and McIntyre I'm still like, oh, that'd be a good match. But I need a good story. Like these guys freaking hate each other. Like I get that out of like.
No, you know what I want? I
other
want? I
stuff.
want the Rumble to start feuds like it used to. When I eliminate someone from the Rumble, that means that person hates my ass. That
They
means,
want to kill me. So,
that means Kane is gonna feud with Damian Priest.
do you think? Do you think it
that
was a
means
ratings boost for Edge winning? By the way,
That means Amos is gonna feud with Big E
no, Owens is gonna feud with Braun Strowman.
or Braun Strowman or
He gonna-
whoever the hell
yeah.
else he pissed off during that match. He needs to feud with somebody. Carlito, eliminated Elias. That's a good feud right there. Start it.
Mhm.
The Rumble used to start feuds. People used to talk shit, be like, I eliminated your dumbass from the Rumble. And the other dude was like, that's not nice. Anyway, what was I gonna say?
All right. Final thoughts here as we wrap up. What would you guys give the Rumble on a scale of 1 to 10 as always?
Honestly, I very much enjoyed this. I honestly, I'll give it 9.2.
Dane, what would you give it, buddy?
I'm gonna give it like a 7.5 to 8
Yeah.
range.
Mike said Carlito maybe signed to WWE as a producer. That'd be cool. That'd be cool to see.
I would like that.
so-
I'm all for putting guys who've been in the business. Obviously, the business is also in his blood.
Mhm.
So I'm all for those kind of people being in charge of creative and being road agents and all that. I'm all for Carlito if this leads to him having a job backstage.
For me, I would give the Rumble probably solid 9. I really liked it. Nothing to complain about, nothing that was awful. It was a really good pay-per-view, and even as high as like standards and regards for Rumble, I think it was still pretty good. There wasn't a bajillion matches, which also made it nice too, and it was paced
Oh no, that
very
made
well.
it feel so relaxing that literally, and that's part of what you were saying earlier with the whole. It made the Rumble matches feel more important because they weren't surrounded by a bunch of other drawn out matches. There wasn't no angles or gimmicky things going on other than outside the 24/7 stuff. There wasn't all kinds of extra excess stuff except for at the beginning of the show, which I do want to say that we discussed the fact that the first match of the night was Goldberg and Drew McIntyre. We discussed the fact that from bell to bell it was 2 minutes and 30 seconds. But did we discuss the fact that once that match was over, and once that final bell rang, we were already 24 minutes into the pay per view.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy. The promo package was pretty long.
Almost
but
a half an hour in, they literally played about 10 minutes of hype package before this match.
I mean, the hype package was pretty cool though. It showed a lot of the comic book.
Oh, it was really good. I'm just saying there was a lot of they put a lot of hype into this pay per view. That's probably why I was so amped going in, because they hyped so much of this pay per view up.
Can we talk about the real injustice that's going on? R-Truth didn't get his time with Bugs Bunny.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm still waiting for Reginald. We need more Reginald.
I just want R-Truth to get his time with that song with Bugs Bunny, bro. Like we've been talking about.
All right. Well, that's going to do it here for us peoples. And we'll see you all.